Hello and welcome back to Cruising with the 4Bs. Join us in the Mediterranean on P&O Arvia as we show you the beautiful ports and we show you exactly what we got up to on sea days. Along for lots of tips and hints.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers. Now we join our very own Hasselhoff. He has got clothes on, I promise.
Welcome along. Today has been Valencia, so let's kick off from where I think we did the end of the night last night, didn't we, Rachel? So I don't think you missed anything last night. We got up quite early actually this morning, and we went straight out. There she is, look, she'll come in and out. We went straight out because we wanted to miss as we've said yesterday, there was a lack of buses, so we went straight out. Very good actually. Normally the kids normally struggle to get up, but they all got up really quickly, and we went out. 20-minute wait for the coach, considering they warned that it was going to be a struggle, so that was good. As you can see now, we're heading along on the coaches, and what there is in Valencia, you've got two choices. One is you go on the shuttle bus, which if you're on a select fare, it's free. It takes you to the new town, and from there you can go on to the old town. But in the new town, you've got like a big shopping centre, you've got aquarium. Can see now there's science centre, really loads of really cool stuff to do. So we sort of wandered around for a bit. We went, had some breakfast. So welcome again to Valencia. We've seen some really beautiful parts, but at the moment we are currently looking for mango in the shopping centre. There she goes, look, there we go. Rachel has to keep up the tradition of visiting shopping centres in every port that we go. Very typical answer that she has. Oh, they're different abroad. They're different abroad. She sounds like one of those people that go to McDonald's. Oh, they're different abroad.
Well, they are.
So here we go. So we're going to keep going until we find this mango, because she's saying, oh, it doesn't matter, but it will matter because then I'll get in trouble later. So come and join us as we search for mango. This is going to be a great vlog. Looking forward to mango, Ernest? Right answer. Get the coach back because we're a select fare, so that was included. And then there was a port bus. Now the only problem with the port bus is the port bus is not run by P&O Excursion or anything. It's run by the port, and it takes you to the exit of the port. So we waited about half an hour, but there's no real timetable. So you could be waiting a minute, and this goes all day, or you could be waiting. And it takes you literally to the exit of the port, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And then it's about 20-25 minute walk to the beach. And this beach, as you can see now, we'll show you bits of it, is stunning. You can see as well, I'll show you a clip of how we're just across the way from the ship, or they have to go kind of round to get back to it. Taxi fare, we'll probably get a taxi. And yeah, and then there's loads of shops and lovely restaurants. We had a lovely meal, didn't we?
We did. We went into a lovely little restaurant right on the front. Had some tapas. A really attentive waiter.
Yeah.
P&O staff could learn a thing or two from him.
Yeah, most 100%. It was lovely, no. And then we've just laid on the beach. The kids have had so much fun. They're now in the sea.
Throwing sand at each other, so it's going to end in tears very shortly.
But it was what point that we were making today, the summary of today, is the fact that because of the lack of buses, they extended the time in port to 8 o'clock. But why wasn't it 8 o'clock the whole time? Due to the fact the distance to our next port is not far. It could always be 8 o'clock. I know that obviously P&O would lose money on board, because, and sometimes there's reasons why you have to leave port earlier, because whatever. There's hundreds of different reasons. I understand that. But they managed to extend the time in port by 2 hours yesterday, so I'm pretty sure most ports they can do it. And actually, yes, you might lose a little bit of money on board by maybe a few drinks, but actually, I then want to pick cruises that have later departures, so I'm going to spend more money in the future for cruise lines that stay longer in port. Do you agree, Rachel?
Yeah, definitely. I think sometimes I'm a bit funny about getting off, and I think, I want to stay on and enjoy the ship, but today we really needed this.
Yeah.
I've had a really lovely day. Bloody Mary is probably Tom's idea of a nightmare, really. So I'm just going to get a little footage of him trying this.
Cheers, everybody. Happy cruising. Go down it.
No. Take a sip. That was a very big sip.
Compliments to the chef.
Was it nice?
Yeah.
Next up, we arrived in beautiful Cartagena. Well, until the rain came. And all of these poor people trying to get back on the ship. The queue was absolutely massive. There was a lot of people trying to get back on as the heavens had opened. But we stayed on the ship for a little bit longer and then got off as the rain began to die down. Well, I say we got off. And Ernest and I stayed on the ship because he had a little bit of a meltdown. But Tom and Alice went and explored. They said it was a really, really pretty town. Alice did buy me some presents, which was very, very sweet. There were lots of shops. There was also a beautiful amphitheatre that they found while they were out exploring. So Cartagena wasn't on our original itinerary. We were supposed to be going to Marseille. But actually, we've been to Marseille a few times and found this a really good swap. Then we were back on the ship and we went to the glass house. Here's just a selection of all of the food we ordered. So you can get small plates, but you can also get main meals in the glass house. We opted to just share all of these tapas plates, and this was enough for 5 people. There was nothing left on any of the plates. Next up, probably one of my favourite things to do on a sea day. We ate lots of lovely food. We went into the 6th Street Diner. Just a little one here. I wouldn't recommend that mac and cheese. Then it was on to the high ropes, which Alice and Tom really enjoyed. This is pay extra, and children have to be 1.4 metres to go on that. As it was a Sunday, we opted for a traditional roast dinner in the quays, which was really tasty. Then just into the Sky Dome for a little bit of evening entertainment and early night. Next, we arrived in our favourite port of Barcelona. If you've enjoyed this video, please give it a like, consider subscribing and leave us a comment. Also, you can find us on various social media platforms of Instagram, Twitter, the new one, Threads, and also Tom likes to put lots of videos on our TikTok account. So our first day in Barcelona, as we have been here a few times before, we decided that it was going to be a chilled morning and Tom was going to complete his ship tour. Grandma B then looked after the children for us and we headed out into Barcelona for the night and met up with some of our friends who were there. We then went back to the ship, did a bit of dancing and then headed to bed. Second day in Barcelona, so this was really good actually having an overnight in Barcelona. we decided that we were going to do the open top bus tour. We did do this last year, but we really enjoyed it. So we bought our tickets as we got off of the port bus, and then we joined the bus at that point. And we went round for a few hours, did a bit of exploring. Really fun time. Didn't get to do any shopping. Most disappointed. Grandma did have a little meltdown because we wouldn't let her go in Zara. We then headed into another sea day, which was full of entertainment, starting off with a little bit of Sooty, me singing in the Sky Dome. Not quite sure how that happened.
Because he knows he won't get any birthday cake on his birthday. And I always find birthdays are always better. This cake hasn't burnt to a cinder. Drum roll, please, everybody. Boys and girls. Wait, oh.
So it is our last port day today. We're in Cadiz. Beautiful little streets. It's been rather wet this morning, so kids got persuaded to go off. Are you excited? You're
Wait. What is this place called again?
Cadiz.
It's called Cadiz. Cadiz these nuts.
Thank you, Ernest. Yep, so we're here till 4:30 and then we've got 2 sea days, and then unfortunately our cruise is over, but we're going to pack in a lot. And this morning was just a buffet breakfast, which was rather nice. See, 2 sea days coming up. And we're just going to wander around. Rachel is determined to find a mango, so we're going to go and look at some clothes shopping in there. But here's what we've seen so far in Cadiz. It's really beautiful. So let's now discover the rest of Cadiz with us. 3, 2, what are these two doing?
Alice is a bird. Also a bird.
So on this sea day, we head into the Keel and Cow for a little bit of dinner. I'll talk more about that in our review. And then we saw some absolutely amazing entertainment by Manuel Martinez, quite possibly the funniest comedian I think I have ever seen. He was absolutely hilarious. And then we're heading back to Southampton. But one last thing to enjoy, formal night.
Welcome to formal night, take 2. this could go wrong. Cheers, everybody.
A little bit of evening entertainment, and then we headed to the chef's table for our formal night dinner.
Beautiful chin, you've got beautiful skin.
And yes, that was Tom singing Taz and Dave. So that is the end of our vlog series for our Arvia trip. We hope that you have enjoyed it. We have still got our review coming up next week. So again, please consider subscribing, give this video a like, and we will see you next week for our full review of Arvia. Happy cruising!